Hello everyone, I'm back with another video about tarot. I'm going to go through my tarot collection and go through all the different decks so you sort of get an idea of the artwork and all your different choices on decks. I'm not sure if all these decks are still in print, but I'm pretty sure most of them are at least. So I will start with my favorite deck, my oldest deck for me personally, which is the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner. And it's a beautiful deck. I just love the artwork because it has bits of fabric and trims that were sort of put together in to make the artwork. So there's Queen of Pentacles, or Princess of Wands, I'm sorry, Princess of Wands. There's the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Fool, let's see, and Death. Oh, Death is a really pretty card in this deck. So that's probably my personal favorite. Let's see. No particular order here, guys. So the next one would be my giant Rider-Waite deck. I have no idea why I needed to have this, other than it is kind of cool to see these cards in large form because you can really see all the illustrations really well when they're so large. So I haven't really used this much for reading. I find them just a little too big. But you can see the colors are nice and bright, and the pictures are so big that you can really see everything and see all the symbolism in them, which is awesome. There's Queen of Cups. Yeah. And I think you could do some really neat artwork if you wanted to put these, you know, like decoupage them onto something. I think that'd be really cool. Let's see what's next. Be like a surprise. Okay. See, it's one of my vampire decks. I don't think this one might be. I'm not sure actually. Well, let's skip to this other vampire deck. The Vampire's Tarot of the Eternal Night. So there's a nice book. There's the cards. This is such a pretty deck. Cards are a little thin. There's the sun. They have a very dark, sort of gothic look to them, so that's where I was really drawn to them. There's the back. Let's see, we have Two of Grails, which is Two of Cups. Let's see, there's Temperance. Priestess. Yeah, really beautiful cards. Four of Scepters, which would be Four of Swords. Six of Grails. Two of Skulls, which would be Two of Pentacles. Yeah, beautiful cards. So there's the Emperor. That's the one vampire deck. So some decks I just have in bags, and that's why this one vampire deck, I'm not sure the name of it. I'll leave it in the comment below when I figure it out. But again, very gothic. There's the Ace of Cups. Beautiful imagery on them. A little darker. Very pretty. And then moving right along, we go to fairies next. Out of the vampires and into the fairies. So I have a lot of fairy decks. It's one of my favorite things. And this one would be the Mystic Fairy Tarot. And there's Death. Oh, she's too pretty to be Death. And let's see. King of Wands. Strength card. I love that. I'm thinking I might need to do a video that's longer just on each deck. This might run way too long. Six of Wands. Oh, the Hanged Fae. So, very pretty cards. Into the Doreen Virtue deck, the Fairy Tarot. What's interesting about Doreen Virtue is she always puts the meanings right on the cards. So here we have the Moon, which is powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So you don't need a book. You can just read Doreen's cards without a book. Sometimes she does change the meanings of things, though. So Ego. I'm thinking that's the Devil. And Balance would be Temperance. So I find that a little confusing. Now, that's kind of my pet peeve when they start changing the names of cards. I wish they would just leave them the same, but that's just me. The Magician. And there's the High Priestess. Very pretty cards. I have used them. See, I even wrote inside the box. I had to figure out what the suits were, and I wrote it inside so I wouldn't forget. So summer is cups, autumn is pentacles, winter is swords, and spring is wands. Here's another fairy deck, Tarot of the Hidden Realm. Little different, but beautiful cards. There's the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I often use this deck for doing tarot spells. I'm not sure why, but I think maybe it's the fairies will help you along with your tarot spell. So, Three of Swords. She doesn't look that heartbroken, maybe just a little bit. There's the Lovers. Very pretty, very pagan. Three of Pentacles, use hard work. Let's see. King of Pentacles. Very nice. So another deck I use normally for reading. I'm not sure why, but I do use it for my tarot spells. And Wildwood Tarot. Another sort of pagan deck. There's a ton of symbolism in this deck. If I knew all of it, it kind of goes more towards the Celtic side. So here we go. 7 of Arrows. There's the Seer. So that would be the High Priestess. Again, renaming stuff, right? The Great Bear. Mirror, which I think is the Star. The Green Woman, that would be the Empress. Yeah, the artwork is just beautiful. There's animals. There's the Sun of Life. The moon on the water. Very pretty cards. So yeah, they make a nice spring card. Use those in the spring. This one's a little bit more recent, called the Inner Child cards. And they're based on fairy tales, which is neat. So there's the book. It's a nice full-size book to look up the meanings. And big, beautiful cards. They're printed on... The cardstock's a little thin, but it's not flimsy. And they're good size, so you can see everything. Here's 10 of Swords. Let's find a major arcana, because they go into fairy tales in the major arcana. There's Alice in Wonderland. The Guide of Crystals has Father Christmas on it. There's Snow White. They're pretty cards just to look at. And there's the Fairy Godmother. So I guess she's High Priestess. This is an older one. Now, somebody gave this to me. It was a gift. And look at the bag. All decorated. And then it came with the cards wrapped inside. Little piece of gold lace around them. And this is the little, it's an elf deck. Kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings. I do find cards like this difficult to read when the imagery is not plain. Like it's just, okay, that's 9 of Swords. So you sort of have to remember the meaning because there's nothing in the picture. And because I'm so visual, I want to see the picture. I want to, you know, the major arcana is beautiful. But I'd love to see that for all of it. So minor arcana should have pictures like that as well. Here's Knight of Wands. But for the most part, most of the deck is sort of like this. They're just kind of plain. There's Queen of Swords. So, you know, this one might be a good one again to do a tarot spell where you're laying out major arcana to tell a story. And you're not trying to do a reading because there's not much in the pictures as far as using your intuition with that. Let's see. What's next? Ah, the Green Witch Tarot. That's the one I normally carry in my purse. So it's either the Witch's Tarot or the Green Witch Tarot that's in my purse all the time. So that means I have the Witch's Tarot in my purse right now. This one's sitting here. So let's see, 10 of Cups. This is a very pretty pagan deck, but there's so much in the artwork in this. 8 of Pentacles, he's perfecting his craft there, look at that. Working away. There's the Holly King. He's the Hermit. Love it. Let's see, we have Harvest. Page of Swords. Looks like she's doing a spell work there. And let's see, 5 of Pentacles. So this is the one I usually keep on my table here in the living room if I want to do personal spreads. I'll use this one. The next one. Let's see. Oh, Steampunk Tarot. So, I love the imagery in this one. There's strength. There's my card. There's High Priestess. The Fortune Teller. I can identify with her. Let's see. Here's the Moon. Pretty. The World. Here's the Magician. He looks a bit like Christopher Lee. I don't think they meant that. Maybe they meant to. The Tower. Yeah, lots of great artwork in this one. There's Queen of Pentacles. And she does look like the Queen of Pentacles. Walking down her grand staircase. Okay. Next one is the Wizard's Tarot. That side. And that. Now I do have all the boxes for these, but I keep them separate. Usually I'll pull the cards out and I'll keep the book in the box because I don't often use the book that comes with the tarot. I know that's awful, but I rarely do. I just kind of like the different artwork. So there's the Hierophant. Let's see, we have the Magician. He looks like Harry Potter. I think that's what this deck sort of reminded me of when I picked it up, was it sort of looked like Harry Potter. There's the Dark Lord. I guess they'd be Voldemort. And the cups are all mermaids. The Initiate. Oh, that's pretty. Very nice. we have Transfiguration. So they've been renamed, and they don't even help you out on this one by putting numbers, so you sort of have to, you're going to have to look those up and figure it out. Judgment. And there's Justice. And there's the Moon. Beautiful pictures. Definitely nice artwork. And almost last, we've got two left. The Halloween Tarot. What a fun deck. So, I love this one. There's 3 of bats. Bats are swords. There's the Lovers, Dracula and his bride. There's the Imps. Imps are fire, I believe. So wands. There's the High Priestess. Ghosts. I think they were pentacles. Yeah, bats were air. Ghosts were pentacles. No, sorry, pumpkins. Pumpkins are pentacles. There's the Tower, Adam's family house. Love these. There's the Devil. There's Strength. And the Empress, Bride of Frankenstein. There's Judgment. Ooh, Dracula. With his entourage there. And Justice. And the Star. Gargoyle. And last but not least would be the Wild Unknown Tarot. I ordered this one online. Couldn't resist the artwork. Such a beautiful deck. They're fairly plain compared to the others. Like, it's just sort of black and white with a bit of color, but they are pretty. Here's the High Priestess. Lots of animals in them. Let's see, the Chariot. It's Justice. The Emperor. Oh, I love the spider. 8 of Pentacles, the spider. Isn't that? That's a perfect choice. The spider making her web. That's probably my favorite one. The Moon. Locked in the woods at night. And let's see. Mother of Pentacles. All sweet. And the Tower. The woods get struck with the lightning. Okay, so that is the end of my decks. The only one I'm missing right now would be the Witch's Tarot, which is in my purse. But other than that, that's all of them. And I might have to do some more videos that sort of dive into each one so you can really have a look at them and go through the major arcana in them. If you are interested in picking up any of those decks, that might be helpful. And then I might do another video going through my oracle decks, because I have just as many oracle decks as I do tarot. So, that's a lot. Anyways, thanks for listening. Till next time. Bye.